Welcome students, this is your computer teacher and today we are going to start a new chapter, that is editing a worksheet, and this is the first part of that video. In this lecture we will study on how we will be able to select some cells, a group of them basically, how we can enter data in different formats, be it text, numbers, date and time, yes or no, all these kind of formats. We'll discuss about them practically. And last topic in today's video will be how to use undo and redo options. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight to it. So here we are in the worksheet that we prepared the last time when we did the last chapter, that was Microsoft Excel 2010. In this lecture and in this worksheet, we studied how we can enter data into the worksheet, how we can merge some cells, be it the rows or the columns, how we can apply different formulas. You can see in the formula bar the different kinds of formula for sum, average, maximum, minimum, all these kind of stuffs. Now in this lecture, we'll move ahead. This chapter basically tells us and teaches us about how we can select majority of the cells. Well, this lecture focuses on how the data is to be manipulated, how data will be entered in different kinds of format, how we will select the number of cells at once, just like that. So we will start by selecting the number of cells. So how we will do that? It's as simple. When the data is there within the cells, and if I want to select the data or the cells in this case, what I need to do is I just need to click on the first cell and then keep the left click of the mouse pressed and then drag it to the last cell, be it row wise or column wise, or it can simply be a column or row. In any way, the blue marked area in the screen is a selected area. Now you can select or deselect anything. I repeat, you can select and deselect anything using this left mouse click drag method. Now this blue area, as I told you, is a selected area and it is also known as the range of cells. When we apply a formula and then we select majority or multiple number of cells, it could be group of 3, 4 or 5 of or any number of cells. Now that group of n number of cells, n being any natural number, it will be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5 depending upon your formula. Now the collection of those cells is known as a range. Now moving on to the next topic is how we can enter the text in different formats. When I select this cell, let us suppose I want to add a date. I'll simply go here in the home tab, numbers group, you can see once again, select this general option. I'll type it as short date and then I'll add 1/7/2020. Now this will be entered as a date format. Simple as that. Or if I can write Jan 1, you can automatically see the date will appear 1st January 2001 since I have not mentioned the year. Or let me just elaborate it again. Jan 23 2020, and you can see it has changed the format itself, 23 January 2020. Now why it is done? Because it wants the user to enter the data in a single type of format. Now this doesn't mean that somebody will come up in the worksheet and then type Jan 23, another one will type 23 Jan, and then it doesn't look similar. In this way it will look as it is. Now this particular drop down gives you an idea of what kind of data you want to add. Now if I select currency, For example, I want to add 220 rupees. If I go down, you will see the dollar sign comes up automatically. I can change the dollar sign with the signs I want. I can choose it English pounds, European euros, Chinese yen, and we can add many more from the list. Now I have selected rupee from the Assamese and I press OK. If I write 330, you'll see it will come in rupees. It will automatically change and add those symbols, the currency symbols, into the cells. Now this is the benefit of using these input formats. Now the next on the list is how we can change the cell contents using undo and redo options. Now what is the meaning of the word undo? Undo means going a step backward and redo means going a step forward. Now where are these options available? Let me tell you, these options are available on the quick access toolbar that is at the left and the topmost corner of the window screen. Let me show you by zooming in. When I zoom in, you can see this particular arrow is known as undo. Now the shortcut key of undo is Ctrl plus Z. And this particular thing which is not highlighted right now is redo. Right now, because we haven't done anything ahead of typing 330, so we cannot redo anything. Once we enable undo, this redo symbol will be activated and the shortcut key is Ctrl plus Y. Now you see, once I click on undo, it will disable my last move, which is I wrote 330 in this cell, in this particular cell, and it has disabled it. It has moved one step backward, and now you also can see that the redo option is highlighted. Now if I press redo, or I can use the shortcut key Ctrl plus Y, you see it again goes a step forward, and now since I am at the last step, again the redo sign becomes dim again. Now I can do number of undos at once. You can see if I keep on clicking undo, it will keep on undoing my steps, whatever I have done. And if I click on redo, it will again redo. Now this software of undo and redo, that is a part of the major softwares, it keeps a memory track of what things you have done and in what order you have done that. And it applies that when you are doing undo and redo. This is basically helpful when you have done a bit of a mistake while working. You can simply use undo command to just start from again and disable that mistake, or correct it even if you want. Sometimes this happens when we have used the undo command by mistake. For that purpose, we have the redo option, that we can again go back to the original state from where we have applied undo. So this is it from today's video. I hope you have all learned the concept that were to be displayed here in this lecture. So until the next time, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.